in today's video, I'm going to be talking about two very cool pentatonic hacks that guys like Plini and Steve Vai like to do. But before I get on with that, I want to invite you guys over to Patreon. You can find the backing track that I used right at the beginning of the video. You can also find all different kinds of notation, tabs, and scale diagrams. So head on over there if you want to check out some cool stuff. Now to get on with the actual lesson, these are some very interesting types of hacks. And because we're still using the pentatonic scale, which is one of the most used scales by us guitarists. Now you can find Plini talking about this in one of his lessons with Guitar World. I'm going to leave a link to that below. And I want to thank one of my teachers when I was at school at MI called Juergensen, which was the first person that actually showed me this. It's a very simple type of concept. You just play the pentatonic scale, but you use it in a different manner. Now the chord progression at the beginning of the video is just E major 7 acting as Lydian, and then G sharp minor acting as well Aeolian. So over the major chord, all you got to do is go up a third and play the minor pentatonic scale from there. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it's just an E major 7 type of chord. So when you go up a third, you got to play the G sharp minor pentatonic scale. It's going to sound something like this. Now the reason it sounds a little bit different is because of the way the notes actually relate to that chord. It doesn't relate as a normal major pentatonic would, which has a construction of 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Now it has different types of extensions, and so it's going to give a different type of sound. So when you compare the notes of G sharp minor pentatonic over an E major 7 type of arpeggio, you get an intervallic construction of 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. It's very close to the normal major pentatonic, which has a 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. But instead of having the root, if you notice, you don't have a root within this actual substitution, but you have a 7th. So it's going to give more of a major 7th type of a sound. Now the next type of substitution that you can apply, like I said before, is a minor 7 type of chord. And over this, all you got to do is just go up a 5th and play a minor pentatonic scale from there. So again, at the beginning of the video, I did a chord progression that had a G sharp minor type of chord. So you go up a 5th from there, which is D sharp minor, and you play the D sharp minor pentatonic from there. And that sounds something like this. Now, just like before, this has a very peculiar type of sound. And again, just like before, it's because of the different reactions or the way that these notes react to the actual chord. It reacts differently than your normal minor pentatonic scale, which has an intervallic construction of 1, flat 3, 4, 5, and flat 7. In this case, the notes of the minor pentatonic scale that begin from the 5th react as 1, 2, 4, 5, and flat 7. It's almost as if it's some sort of sus type of pentatonic, because it has no third, and it has the 2nd, and it has the 4th. Or you can look at it as if they were extensions. So in this case, you're going to have the 9th and the 11th. So in both cases, you have some very distinctive type of sounds, something a little bit different than your normal pentatonic scale, but it feels just as normal and comfortable as your normal pentatonic scale. There's a very simple idea that you can apply right now because you already know the pentatonic scale. It's just a matter of applying it a little bit differently. Now there's all different kinds of pentatonic substitutions, 3 for each of the different modes of the major scale. If you want to find out more about this, you can check out my book, The Art of Scale Weaving, and there's a very specific section in the first chapter that deals with exactly this type of thing. And you can start visualizing these different type of pentatonic substitutions over the major scale. Alright, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You can follow me on any type of social media. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, and like I said before, I'm on Patreon. I want to thank all my Patreons for supporting the creation of this video throughout their different contributions on Patreon. If you want to check out different private lessons with me, you can go over to my website, juanantoniomusic.com, and you'll also find different products like my book, The Art of Scale Weaving, and my 2 different box sets with the guys from Guitar Tutorials. Alright, thanks for watching.